Hello and welcome. This is Lita Downs from the Center for Faculty Excellence, and I would like to welcome you to our recording today, Empowering Faculty to Support Doctoral Students in a Variety of Career Pathways. Today's offering was originally presented at the Walden 2020 National Faculty Meeting in Tampa, Florida. And today we have the same presenters. We have Dina Berggren, Denise Pranke, and Katie Pieper from Career Services. And we also have Dr. Shariza Mohammed, who's a faculty member here at Walden University. At this point, I'm going to turn things over to Dina Berggren.
Hello, everyone, and thank you, Lita. We will share today the highlights from our presentation, including resources and strategies faculty can use with doctoral students to help them explore doctoral-level career paths. But first of all, why did we choose to focus on career pathways? In 2012, the Commission on Pathways Through Graduate School and Careers conducted a study that explored graduate students' knowledge of career opportunities. The data from the study showed that there is a gap between graduate students' educational plans and their career knowledge. For instance, many doctoral students are not aware of the broad range of doctoral-level career opportunities in industry, government, the nonprofit sector, and academia. This study also confirmed that faculty play an integral role in helping doctoral students explore career options and bridge the gap between their academic program and their future career. To support Walden faculty in their efforts, the Career Services team developed programs and resources for doctoral students to explore career pathways beyond academia. Moving forward to the next slide, back in September of 2019, Career Services hosted a 4-hour doctoral career pathways conference that explored 6 common pathways. These included organizational development and leadership, consulting, policy and advocacy, research and analysis, communications, writing and editing, and higher education. The conference was very well attended. We had over 400 faculty, staff, students, and alumni who joined us on the program, and the conference sessions included 6 Walden alumni and student panelists who had expertise in the pathways. Conference recordings are currently available on the Career Services website for faculty to use with their students, along with detailed guides on how to get started in each of the pathways. I also want to mention that we chose these particular pathways because there are opportunities in these 6 areas across all doctoral programs, including health sciences, education, management and technology, and social and behavioral sciences. In fact, at the Innovative Teaching Practices Showcase, we asked Walden faculty which pathways they personally had experience in. In almost all cases, faculty indicated they had experiences in more than one, if not all, of these pathways. In the same way, students who are seeking to emerge as leaders and professionals at the doctoral level can greatly benefit from building skills and experience in the pathways. The recordings and pathway guides provide them the tools on how to make this happen. We encourage faculty to share these resources with students early in their programs to help set them up for career success. And now Denise will share the conference feedback and additional resources with us.
Thanks, Dina. We received overwhelmingly positive feedback from the conference attendees. Here are just a few of the comments that they shared after attending. One participant said, "I feel much more confident about my future." Another stressed that hearing from other past students was powerful. And another said, "I will start volunteering and networking immediately." We were especially happy to hear that the attendees were motivated to take action based on the advice and stories shared during the conference. Moving on to the next slide. 1 month after the conference, we sent out a survey asking, what actions did you take after attending the Doctoral Career Pathways Conference? 41% indicated that they conducted career research, and 34% created a CV. During the conference, some of the guest speakers shared how volunteering had provided connections and experience that led to their career advancement. So we were pleased to see that 23% started volunteering. And next, as part of the conference, we also developed 6 career pathways guides. The guides provide an overview of each of the 6 pathways, requirements, strategies, networking opportunities, and search terms to explore job postings. So now I'm going to hand it over to Katie Pieper to share a few sound bites from our conference student and alumni speaker.
Thanks, Denise. During our conference, we featured student and alumni panelists with expertise in each of the 6 pathways. Many of the panelists had experience in multiple pathways, which was great for attendees to see. Our first panelist was Dr. John Coy, a DBA alumnus who is currently a Global Training and Development Manager at Google. During his discussion, he focused on gaining new certifications and networking with those who were successful in his areas. Dr. Amin Asfari, our second panelist, is an alumnus from Walden's PhD in Public Policy and Administration program and a faculty member at Walden. He also serves as faculty at Wake Technical Community College and North Carolina Wesleyan College. His focus was on advocacy and social justice within his community. Our third panelist, Dr. Tammy Jameson, is a DBA alumna and the founder, president, and consultant with Capital Business Solutions, LLC. She described how she got started in consulting, which was by focusing on her area of specialty and volunteering her services to build her reputation and network. Moving on to the next slide. Dr. Sarah Mathey, a Doctor of Education alumna and our fourth panelist, is a senior dissertation editor and contributing faculty at Walden. Dr. Mathey talked about how her volunteer experience and networking abilities set her apart when she was looking to get into teaching. Megan Bledsoe, a current student in the PhD in Public Health program here at Walden and a research coordinator at Children's Mercy Hospital, was our fifth panelist. She focused on how networking and getting involved in professional associations has helped her advance her career within clinical research. Our final panelist was Rachel De Los Reyes, a senior academic advisor at the University of California, Davis, and student in the PhD in Education program. Rachel discussed how networking and gaining experience with professional associations, as well as presenting for NACADA International, is positioning her to reach her goal of becoming a director of an advising office. The panelists all had unique experiences and motivational stories to inspire students to take action. Many of them discussed how their volunteer experiences and networking strategies helped them significantly in their careers. Going on to the next slide. In addition to the live conference programming, our team developed curriculum vitae samples that reflected each of the 6 pathways. Students and alumni may find these samples helpful as they create their own CVs or as they are brainstorming ways to gain experience in the pathways. These CV samples are located within our CV guide, which reviews format and content for each potential section of a CV. This also provides a step-by-step approach to adding information to a CV. All of these resources and more can be found on the Doctoral Resources page on the Career Services website. So next, Dr. Shariza Mohammed will share strategies faculty can use to engage their students in exploring the pathways.
Thank you, Katie. I'm going to discuss some faculty strategies for empowering our students. As mentors, we learn about our mentees' strengths and skills as we groom them to become scholar practitioners. Many times, our discussions lead to more practical aspects of their present jobs, which can be expanded to include career options after graduation. Recently, I had a mentee who was promoted from being a school building administrator to a district position overseeing several schools. For a period of time, she was both training her replacement and learning a new job, which slowed the speed of her writing her prospectus. Now she finds herself at the proverbial table where a doctorate is essential to keep her job. This has motivated her to work faster on her proposal. Here is an example of how our mentees' careers are intimately related to their dissertations and capstones, and use them to follow the organizational development and leadership pathway in real time. Alternatively, I was on the committee of a mentee who was a nursing manager, but unfortunately lost his position just before he graduated. As soon as I found out at the Tampa National Faculty Meeting, I recommended that he work with career services on site to brush up his skills and work on his strengths to find a career-related job with his newly minted PhD. That is where we can encourage students to use career services doctoral resources to explore all the possibilities and pathways beyond graduation. As we have heard, there are 6 possible pathways that we can discuss with our mentees to let them know that unexpected choices can open up with their doctoral degree. In the EDD project study, for instance, the project deliverable can take the form of 4 different genres based on their study's findings, where students choose to either develop a curriculum plan with activities and assessment, or they create training and professional development curriculum units with associated materials, or they can write an evaluation report for a program evaluation, or lastly, they write a detailed policy recommendation position paper. These are skills that add to those already harnessed by writing the capstone and are transferable to be used in current and future jobs and careers. Similarly, if mentees are able to volunteer for different opportunities that arise, they may be able to develop other transferable skills as well. Another way to help mentees is to encourage them to become active in their professional associations as well as attend and present at conferences. I'm currently mentoring an educator who has presented at several conferences, but had not thought to put it on her resume or CV. Discovering that was a realization for her to take just a short time to start building her CV line by line. Further, I recommended that she pursue her career interests with not only the resources, but also the highly experienced and knowledgeable staff at Career Services. Another way for us to help mentees build and use those critical and scholarly writing skills that they have honed in their capstone development is to encourage them to become peer reviewers for different journals and publications. This is of particular use where some journals, including the Walden journals, find reviewers in need and are willing to have new graduates volunteer and build on their own skills, as well as add another line to their CV. Sometimes mentees are tired of working on their dissertation and are honestly weary by the time they graduate. However, some of them are interested in collaborating to write an article. Collaborating with students on writing an article from their capstones can be a gray area. There are some guidelines offered by the Center for Research Quality, especially the New Scholars Workshop. Topics there include publishing capstone research, selecting the right journals and outlets for dissemination, preparing posters and professional conference presentations, and more. I refer students first to this workshop so that they have the choice of independently writing and publishing. And only if they would like to collaborate do we work with them to help them get their first paper published and feel that excitement all over again when they succeed. The CRQ also provides 2 other documents related to this topic that are available on the CRQ website and are on the slide as well. And they are the authorship guidelines for faculty publications and presentations, and the intellectual property and copyright for doctoral researchers. Writing an article does add to the development of student CVs, But more than that, we can help students see how to translate their knowledge into community and nonprofit organizations to spread positive social change. As mentees are so exposed to more and more possibilities of the doctoral career pathways offered by career services, they are able to follow the inspiring stories of Walden alumni that are highlighted in each alumni magazine publication. There, we find stories of students working to produce social change individually with governmental agencies at the federal, state, and regional levels, and non-governmental organizations to consult, provide policy and advocacy services, do research and analysis, as well as work in communications using their writing and editing skills. Ultimately, our mentees graduate with an awesome potential to really be involved in positive social change, which can be challenged and groomed with the awesome help of the career services staff. Now I will hand it back to Dina to provide more information on how we can engage their services.
Thank you, Dr. Muhammad, and thank you for the excellent ideas for mentees and faculty that you shared. And to sum up, we invite faculty to share the doctoral conference recordings and supplemental materials with students. And we also encourage faculty to explore additional resources for doctoral students on the Career Services website. And finally, our team is here to support you and your students. So please reach out to us at careerservices@mail.waldenu.edu.